Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining us today. Today we're going to be making vegan, gluten-free cornbread cakes that are oh so delicious and easy to make. So stay tuned if you want to learn how to make them. Alright, so we're going to start by putting together the dry ingredients, starting with 1 cup of corn flour, half a cup of cassava flour, then 1/4 cup of tapioca starch, up next is baking powder. We're going to use 2 teaspoons of that. And then half a teaspoon of salt. And finally, 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. That is all for the dry ingredients, so we're just going to mix it up properly to make sure there's no lumps or bumps. So now it's time to put together the wet ingredients, starting off with coconut milk. Ideally, you should use full-fat coconut milk, but I did not have that today, so I just used what I had on hand. And we're going to use a cup of that. After that, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of avocado oil or any other oil or fat of your choice, or even butter if you can find vegan butter, or maybe you're not even vegan, so just regular butter. And then finally, for the wet ingredients, we're going to put in a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And that's it. It's time to mix it up together. We're going to let this rest for some time so that the buttermilk effect created when apple cider vinegar and milk combined can be formed, so that we can have a nice buttermilk taste in our cornbread cakes. In the meantime, I'm lining the cupcake pan with oil so that when I put in the cupcake liners, they stick on there real nice. I'm starting off with 6 cupcake liners because I wasn't sure that I would have up to 12 cornbread cakes. So now it's time to pour in the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and form that batter. And mix it all properly together. I did have to put in 2 to 3 additional tablespoons of water to get the right texture for the batter. For this particular cornbread cake, it has a denser texture, so it's not like fluffy or airy like a regular cake, but it does taste really good, and I actually do like the texture, so yeah, just a bit denser. So now it's time to put in the batter into the cupcake liners. But first, what I like to do is actually use 2 cupcake liners. So you will see that I'll put an additional extra cupcake liner into each of those already lined cupcake spaces. So I'm just doing that. And now it's time to put in the batter into the cupcake liners. So I'm going to put 2 to 3 tablespoons of the batter into each of the cupcake liners. And at this point, I had some extra batter, so I'm just lining up all the rest of the cupcakes. And then putting in 2 to 3 tablespoons of the cornbread batter into each of those cupcake liners. But it couldn't really get to 12, so I just had to take out 2 and do with 10 cornbread cakes. So because this is a denser cornbread, it's not really gonna rise, right? So I need to make sure that I smooth out the top of the cornbread cakes really nicely, because that's pretty much how they're going to come out since they're not really going to rise. So just smooth it out nicely. And then I got even a little bit fancy and put a little bit of a design at the top, on the top of the cornbread cakes, you know, just having some fun with it. Then bake it at 370 degrees for 30 minutes. And voila, you are done. I'm going to show you how the texture of this looks so you can have a better understanding of what I mean by it's a denser texture. Yeah, so that's how it looks, guys, but trust me, it tastes great. All right, so give this one a try. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Till the next one, guys. Bye.